Everybody, it is Thursday, May 15th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael has the morning off today. Adelle Caballero is looking at some issues on the roads right now. Storm Team 4's LaRosa is here with this forecast. Certainly some fog out there and kind of difficult to see.
Yeah, that's our weather issue for this morning. It's not flooding rainfall, thankfully, like we had to deal with yesterday afternoon and evening. But oftentimes this time of day when it's nice and clear, we have a beautiful view of the sunrise and the skyline. Not much beyond view here from beyond the Hudson River. So that's what we're dealing with this morning. Right now, as I mentioned, no flooding rainfall. If anything, it's drizzle. We've got 60 in White Plains in the city, Bridgeport as well, Massapequa and Belmar too. Trenton now about 60 degrees, and we're seeing some pretty dense fog, some low visibility from White Plains, about a quarter-mile visibility, to Islip, pretty dense here, about an eighth of a mile. So that's going to be enough to slow you down. Just give yourself plenty of extra time and stopping distance. It's pretty much everywhere. So along with the drizzle and the fog through the day today, there may be an isolated shower, so I would grab the umbrella just in case, or at least have that jacket with the hood. 66 degrees by noontime, 70 through 5 p.m., and still pretty gray and muggy, and temps in the mid-60s through later on tonight, about 10 o'clock. All right, 6:31 now. It definitely has been messy out there, Adele.
Yes, very messy. It's not easy getting around this morning. You're going to want to give yourself lots of extra time out there. Give yourself enough room between you and the car in front of you. FDR Drive northbound over by exit 5 for Houston. We've got a crash taking out a lane. Delays are heading back just past the Manhattan Bridge. And then here's a live look outside now onto the LIE westbound right by exit 20. Still seeing some flashing lights there behind that fog. We've got a crash with one lane closed off, delays well into Nassau County at this point. Further north, Cross Bronx Expressway eastbound by exit 2B for Webster Avenue. A crash here blocks a lane with delays back to the George Washington Bridge, and 80 eastbound, 3 lanes closed off over by exit 68, again for an accident. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you. 6:30.
I was going to say, that sounds like a bargain. That sounds fun. Well, looking good. All right, maybe it is a part of your day's plan to get the kids outside. I think we have the opportunity now at the bus stop this morning. It's really foggy, so definitely take it easy through the neighborhoods as temperatures climb close to 70 degrees, just a lot of drizzle and a few spotty showers. Now, tomorrow could be more like storms and into the early part of the weekend, so I'm tracking those and timing them out in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still ahead, doctors on Long Island.
A lot going on out there. One of the crashes, Cross Island Parkway northbound over by exit 28B for Union Turnpike. You've got one lane closed off. Coming up in a few minutes, we've got more on those additional slowdowns. Here's a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. Very foggy ride and 20-minute delays. You're watching Today New York.
Well, now to a first in New York. Doctors on Long Island are using AI to detect the early signs of heart disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. Today in New York's Greg Sergel shows us how it works. On the horizon, there's 6:46 right now. We're going to check the weather with LaRosa. Certainly cloudy out there. You got to go extra slow if you're driving. We'll get to Adele after this.
Yes, absolutely. The roads are wet, even though we're not seeing flooding rainfall, and the visibility is low, even though right now at the plaza it looks pretty good. It's just reduced enough that it's making things a little extra tricky out there. But yeah, for the plaza, the umbrellas are not up. There's plenty of drizzle. A little brightening there with some fun art exhibits up right now. The artist John Chamberlain foils looking a little extra sparkly this morning. Love to see that. All right, we're at 60 degrees at Central Park. The dew point's at 58, so those numbers are close. That's leading to a lot of fog and drizzle out there. Still not any heavy rainfall to track this morning. What we may see later today, a pop-up shower or a rumble of thunder, but more dry spots than yesterday, that is for sure. But you may want to grab that umbrella just in case, as temperatures hold into the upper 60s through lunchtime, right about 70 degrees through 4 p.m. Again, isolated shower or two can't be ruled out. We're still kind of in the soup here, right? We have showers and a few thunderstorms in the vicinity, in the region this morning and into the afternoon. What we're waiting on is a cold front to kind of clear everything out, and we get that on Sunday. So that nice change up is still on the way. Live Storm Tracker 4, again, no heavy rainfall at this point. So a few spotty showers, as you can see with our hour-by-hour forecast, the reason why you may want to grab that umbrella on your way out the door. And then tomorrow, things kind of escalate a little bit here. Our hour-by-hour forecast showing off to the west, a line of showers and storms thunderstorms, if they hold together, could bring us some wet roadways through the late commute and midday tomorrow, but still that chance for showers and storms even into the afternoon and evening. And then we get that again on into Saturday. And in fact, some may have not only the heavy rainfall tomorrow, but some gusty winds. And we see that again on Saturday, perhaps even some hail with these thunderstorms. And we stay unsettled after a few nice days. And yes, this is toward the end of next week, which kicks off the start of the Memorial Day holiday. All right, 70 degrees today, our high, but that east wind is persistent. The clouds are persistent, along with that fog. An isolated shower or two can't be ruled out today. We're down to 62 tonight. Into the 70s Friday and Saturday, we get back into the low 80s. A lot of humidity, so those showers and storms could be on the stronger side. And then Monday, Tuesday, looking great, upper 60s near 70 degrees before some clouds and some showers, and back to the 60s by the end of next week. All right, 6:49 right now. Adele, what's going on?
A lot is going on, actually. The dense fog is definitely having an impact on the commute out there. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of accidents. 80 eastbound by exit 68. 3 lanes are closed off heading into the turnpike there for a crash. Westbound side, now you have an accident by exit 61 heading on to the other side of the George Washington Bridge. Cross Bronx Expressway eastbound by 2B Webster Avenue. An ongoing crash here takes out a couple of lanes. As a result, expect to see about 30-minute delays at the George Washington Bridge. Behind this fog here on the LIE westbound by exit 20, we still have that crash. If you look closely, you can see that it is on the tow truck, so it is in the process of clearing out, but delays well into Nassau County. Cross Island Parkway northbound by 28B, an accident here blocks a lane, and the FDR Drive northbound by exit 5 for Houston. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. 10 minutes before 7 a.m. right now, more than 8 million New York households are going to get some money in the mail with our dry hair. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Thursday, May 15th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael Gargiulo's off today. Adele's watching those wet roads, and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa has that forecast, a lot of fog.
Yes, and that's a practical forecast. Bad hair day.
Yes,
I think that's a fair warning.
Ponytail.
Yes, along with that, the umbrella. Although you see, for now, the plaza, no umbrellas up, just damp still because of all of yesterday's rainfall. The big picture kind of showing we don't have anything cleared out. We're still in sort of this muggy, soupy mess. So just enough out there that will keep that isolated shower chance in the forecast through the day. And if you're not seeing the shower, you've got the drizzle and some of that fog. So still pretty persistent and dense out there right now with White Plains, American Islip, Bridgeport as well. Some of the lower visibilities with that fog about a quarter mile or less. Definitely staying mainly gray. By 1 o'clock, 68 degrees, an isolated shower chance into this afternoon and evening. High today up to 70 degrees, and we'll stick with the fog around morning time tomorrow, along with that, watching for some thunderstorms. So I'm going to time those out coming up in a bit. All right, but timing out the commute, it's just slow everywhere.
Yes, slow everywhere. We've got lots of crashes. One of those mornings, you're going to need a lot of extra time. Let's start things off here first with a reminder. New Jersey Transit, no service to the Shakira concert tonight and tomorrow. That's, of course, at MetLife Stadium. And, of course, as we are keeping you updated on that potential strike looming, if it does go through, it will start at midnight. And, of course, stick with us. We will continue to keep you updated on that. Onto the roads now. 80 eastbound by exit 68 and westbound by exit 61. You've got crashes taking out multiple lanes. Behind all of this fog here is the George Washington Bridge. Expect to see about 35 to 40-minute delays on the inbound side. That's partially due to the Cross Bronx Expressway crash eastbound over by exit 2B. And as a reminder, alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. On this Thursday morning, on the weather, because we've got problems in the sky as well.
Yeah, not making it any easier, right? A lot of low cloudiness and fog this morning, not so much the flooding rainfall like we had yesterday. So a little bit of a lull. We could still see a shower or two or rumble of thunder today, but as we see things pick up tomorrow and Saturday, we could be looking at some gusty, damaging winds and that severe risk. So I'll break down the timing coming up in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still to come, the Knicks fall to the
delays right now with our A and C trains on top of that dayside track work with your Q24JZ, B, D, and F trains coming up. We've got lots of slowdowns out there because of the weather. That'll be with us in a few minutes, but here's a live look outside right now onto the LIE where that earlier accident over by exit 20 has cleared out. You're watching Today in New York.
So, looking forward to it. Maria, we need all the life we can get there.
I know,
I know.
It's been fun to watch for sure. Not fun the weather, the trend the last several days, right? So much rain, and it's going to continue to be gray and damp, as you can see the view from the Bronx. We've got a stormy end to the week and start to the weekend. Still, though, that forecast is holding strong for a sunnier Sunday and just overall much more comfortable to start next week. So today we're kind of socked in with the fog, the drizzle, the clouds, temperature-wise climbing into the upper 60s by about lunchtime. 1 o'clock temperature, 68, close to 70 through 4 p.m. There's still a chance of an isolated shower or rumble of thunder. We don't expect the type of activity like we had yesterday. With that said, it's still unsettled even into tomorrow. And so much so, the Storm Prediction Center kind of giving us a heads up that some of the ingredients coming together could produce the severe level shower or thunderstorm. So at this point, from the Hudson Valley, including the city, most of New Jersey, there's that chance for damaging wind gusts along with the heavy rainfall and even the possibility of some hail. So when we're talking about severe hail, size of about a quarter, and if your car's outside, that's enough to maybe put in a few dents. So something to keep in mind for tomorrow. Our hour-by-hour forecast showing the action for today. It's just spotty, but you may want to grab that umbrella on your way out the door. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be watching how storms evolve to our west. This may mean some storms for the late morning commute into the lunch hour. As this comes through, could have some gusty winds and the brief heavy rainfall and more shower chances as we get into the afternoon and evening. And again, some thunderstorms with some locally heavy rainfall. The systems as a whole here start to sweep through by Saturday. One more day of stormy weather, and then we get nice high pressure to build in, and this starts off our week. But the pattern is still pretty wavy heading into the middle of the week, so rain chances are back pretty quickly. 70 degrees today with that dense fog, especially early, clouds and drizzle, and an isolated shower possible. 62 degrees overnight tonight, and then still warm and muggy tomorrow. 74, warm and muggy for sure here on Saturday with showers and thunderstorms likely, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in great shape, but starting to look at the start of the Memorial Day holiday weekend. Looks like we've got some showers and temperatures that are staying in the 60s. All right, so let's get an update now on the slow go so far this morning, Adele.
Yes, slow go to say the least. We've got lots of accidents out there. The fog is definitely having an impact on the commute, so please be very careful. Give yourself plenty of extra time. Right now, 80 eastbound over by exit 68. We've got this ongoing crash. It's been out there for a couple of hours. Few lanes closed off there. Heavy delays through the area. They actually continue on into the George Washington Bridge to give you an idea of just how dense that fog is out there. The George is behind all of this fog right here, and delays set at about 40 minutes at this point. The good news is that earlier crash on the Cross Bronx has cleared out, and you've got an accident. FDR northbound by exit 5. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. And it is Thursday morning. Tomorrow, the Mets' Juan Soto will be hearing it from Yankee fans as the Mets head to the Bronx for the first round of the Subway Series.